What's up, Epic 7? Before we jump into today's stream, I just want to give a special shout out to today's sponsor, Huawei App Gallery. App Gallery is running a new promotion for the month of May, making it even easier to access coupons, offering 20% or more off your Epic 7 purchases and 25% value in physical prizes. Installing App Gallery is simple. Just follow these instructions or check out the how-to video linked in the description of today's VOD. Once installed, claiming your coupons is as simple as clicking the promotion section, scrolling down, claiming your coupons with the footballs that you have earned, and then going to make your purchase. Your coupons will be there waiting for you, not just in Epic 7, but in all your Huawei games. Check out me getting this $100 pack for under $50. Huawei has saved me tons of money across the games that I play, and I know they can do the same for you. Check out the link in the description of this VOD for information on how to start saving with Huawei today. What's up, Epic 7? Hey, Sir Till. Thank you so much for the sub, buddy. 4 months. I appreciate you, brother, man. How you guys doing? You having a good Wednesday? It's hump day. Hell yeah. It's hump day with Ivana. Hump a lot. What's up, Belcock? Good to see you, man. How you guys doing? Hanging in there? I was up late last night making you a bunch of perdition guides. So I got to work on the nightmare guides now, but take a little bit of a break and just chill with chat and enjoy some of the game. Hey, no problem, brother, no problem. I feel you about work. You're just in time to watch me pull an ML5 for my dailies, though. Oh, one of these days it'll happen when I say it'll happen. What's up, Reinhold? Daedalus, Apple Pie King. We see you guys. Hey, Ahmed. Are you late? You are right. You arrived right when you were supposed to. 8 hours left to get your Estelle, guys. Estelle going away and Ivana showing up. I'm telling you, man, Estelle's a shit ton of fun. Really hard to say no to Estelle. So cute. Man, wasn't Estelle a surprise boon for Trial of the Constellations? She made a queen so much easier. Guys, is YouTube live? Yeah, it says I'm live. Just nobody being chatty over there. I was worried that the bot wasn't working. You skipped her? You can still get her. She is still up. That's a very good point, though. Summer units, man. Are any of these good, guys? Are any of these good? Decisions. Holy crap, that's a whole ass name. Hello, Namanumanam. Namanumana? How'd I do? Namanumana? Welcome everybody. Let's see, what do we got to do today? You know what? Let me go get my Guild Wars stuff done before I forget. You guys excited about Ivana tonight? Beardy, you're going to have to be closer to the top of the list if you're going to make me dig to find you on here. You know what? Baka gets it, because I couldn't find Beardy. Imagine skip in favor of new summer units. Yes, yes, I would agree. Hey man, what can I say? You did not show up on my list. It's okay, I got one more for you, Beardy. We'll give you one more shot to show up on my list. Didn't look hard enough. No Beardy yet. 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 I guess we must have accidentally kicked you out of the guild, man. You're not on my list. I think there's a limit to how many times people can use you per day, so evidently you've hit that limit. Summer character close already? I don't know. Pools are opening this weekend. I guess summer's almost here. The summer units kind of come out all over the place. The earliest we've ever gotten summer units is May. The latest is September. But they're always in between there. And we are right at the, we are right in that in between there window. I am kind of expecting summer units to drop June. Kind of expecting summer units to drop. I don't know that they'll drop in July at the version update because that would interfere with anniversary. So I kind of expect them in the June, July range. So yeah, I think they're going to be soon. Here's the thing. RTA is going to end at the end of June, beginning of July range. And they're either going to have to release the summer units soon so that they qualify for RTA, or they'll have to release them later so that they don't qualify for RTA. But yeah, I guess we'll see. The version updates when we get the new batch of heroes. Other than Ivana, was there anybody really teased to be released? I guess maybe Ludwig? We're running out of units to be released for this version update. I don't know. I feel it's soon, guys. I feel it's going to be soon. Yeah, I think we got Ludwig coming up and the summer units, and that's all going to be in here. And then we'll hit July and we'll be into anniversary window. I think Ludwig is limited. Maybe. It would make sense, but it would also be really scummy to release a limited Ludwig in the midst of a bunch of limited summer units. If Ludwig is limited, I think that pushes him into August. There are no limited male units, and that's a very good point, too. Who cares about Ludwig? Kisei? You like Kisei? You want to be insulting Ludwig. If you want to get with Kisei, she'll be very upset with you. Look at this Beardy. He didn't show up on my list, but he showed up in my face. Congrats on your MVP, Mr. Beardy. Hey bro, congratulations on all the content you create for Epic 7. Your existence makes a difference. Brazilian hug. Thanks for my Brazilian hug, man. What's that? I'm just going to call you Mr. Go. Thank you very much, Mr. Go. I appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoy the content. Tristen, let me cook one team. You know what, Tilt? Today was your sub anniversary, so sure. Byako's defenses are smashing it up. Good job, Byako. Good job. This one's dead. We can take that one down. And we can take this one down. Okay. Let's get him. 200. Shit, we can't take it down. Okay. I want to just evasion the top team. So you want to cook me a bottom team there? I will be ready for it. I'll set up my top team while you work on the bottom team. HP. I want the double hit though. Use the counter one. Dark Soul wants the next one. I'm getting force piloted. Okay. What we got, Tilt? Build me a team. Because personally, I just want to A-Lot Strays Hecate this bottom team. But if you got a good team, let's hear it. Salome Hecate Giras. Okay. That's your final answer? I'm not proud. Oops. Man, that's the whitest bottom team I think I've ever seen. Okay, so we go first. Salome copies Hecate, and Hecate one-shots Ross, and then we just destroy them. Is that what we're going for? Oh, I got you. Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, even better. Even better. Salome needs to be fast. She's... is there any notes on how fast this team is? I'm a Dumba. Okay, thanks. That was helpful. I can just, I'll tell you what, just to be safe, let's go ahead and give Salome, like, giga speed, right? Oh my god, Ken. Hang on. This is about an interview. Give me a second. Alrighty. We're back in control, I think. Save the burn for May just in case I need it. We'll just drop the S1 here. Of course, we get countered. Come on. What the fuck was that? How many dual attacks is asshat gonna get? At least we get this out of the way. Man, what kind of bullshit was that? Man. I don't think I've ever had this team lose, but that was some unlucky bullshit. The random dual attack into the counter, into the lethal whispers, man, that was peak. Okay, did anybody see if Secret Art Storm Sword procced? If I copy Yulha and she's on Storm Sword, she'll push up and then, oh, you know, his Ras is slower, so we're safe. His Ras is slower, we're fine. Copy Yulha. Superhuman Aras. I'm really put out by that last fight. That was such bullshit. I can safely seal her and then rip. Bye, everybody. Proof of valor, too. Nice proof of valor you got there, Yulha. Son of a bitch. I should have had you craft both teams, Tilt. Okay, Dark Soul, you wanted this one? When are they giving Nurse and Freerin summons? They will never give Freerin summons again. Nurse, though, she's probably about, I'd say 6 to 9 months away. Hecate, Renak, Zeno. Hecate, Renak, and Zeo. Or Zeno. I assume you mean Zeno? I have not talked about the news yet. More would be better. Hey man, this is Dark Soul's choice. Guys, I know how to beat the bottom. We told Dark Soul we would allow him to choose the team, so he's choosing the team. I thought we were getting Hut buffs next week. Evidently not. Did you want the top one too, Soul, or should I just build the top one? Replace Xeno with Mort. Oh, you guys are making him second guess himself. Making him second guess himself. I will tell you this, I do not like Mort in this team at all, but here we are. Take Destina on top. Destina doesn't stop or slow down the pop damage. Yeah, I guess we could. Sure. Is this your final answer down here? Dark Soul? Okay. You guys are about to see why you should never take Mort into Setska. Show me a miss. How about another miss? At least that missed. Bam! Lethal. Oh, she's on lethal. Is my injury one. Weird. Another phone call, guys. Give me a second. Busy day. Any pre-Setska RGBs you're missing? Oh, Tristen, what's a good RGB to take from the plus 15 selector? Can you send me can you post screenshots of who you're missing? Because that would be helpful. Bam. Bam. You have all of them? I'll show you how to figure it out then. It's actually an easy process. Bam! Incoming! That injured Nodos. I'm telling you guys, injury Setska is so good. Provoked Nodos is also so good. Why you want just a little bit of effectiveness on your fat cat. Boom. I know I should provoke, but I'm going to try to stun, and this hits harder. Oh, he didn't crit. Well, it's okay. He's still killed. Are you on double edge? Yeah, the injury one's on double edge. The counter one is on Lethal Whispers. Ow. Yep, we're fine. She's dead. She gets that blind off. Suddenly I can't hit shit, and then she just sits there and S1 solos my Mort. Been down that road so many times. Oh, wow, I didn't kill on a miss. That's crazy. An all green team into Fire Setsk. I'm just not a fan. You kill Scales? I don't give a shit about Scales, man. Scales can't solo me. Setska can solo me. Goodbye, Miss Lady. Pop. GG, Dark Soul. With a little bit of help from his friends. Okay, so this is what you want to do about your plus 15 selector. It's as simple as this. Pull up your little corner menu here, select your heroes, and just start going through them with a sheet of paper or a notepad open, and you want to write down whoever you have that is plus 9 or lower, because 9 means you've spent 9 Molagora or less. Higher than plus 9, you've probably spent more than 9 Molagora. So start going through all of the ones that are summonable. Don't Salome can't get her. Renox limited. You could get Rand, but he's plus 15. Skip. Can't get. You could get Para, but she's more than plus 9. Okay, Bihu, so I write Bihu's name down. Okay? And you keep doing this. You go through the entire list, writing down all of your heroes that you can select that are lower than plus 9. And then you take a look at that list and you look at the ML Unlimited versions of those units, right? If you had Tenebria written down and Tenebria was only like plus 3, you can go and look at your Witch of the Mirror Tenebria and see if she's triple S yet. She's not, so I can select a plus 15 Tenebria, and then I can take my barely has any Mola resources in her Tenebria and make Witch triple S. See how this works? You look at your Faithless Litica and you go, you know what? I use Faithless Litica all the time because I guess I'm like one of the 3 people that still does that. And my Fire Litica is only plus 6. So I'll go ahead and get a plus 15 Fire Litica and I will feed that Litica and make this Litica triple S. So you can kind of go through and find ways to use the units that you don't have a ton of Mola wasted in to imprint units that you do want to use. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, you can make life easier by doing this. Sure. So, Bihu's good for me. I don't use Lua, but I could imprint my ML Lua and get a plus 15 Lua. Who knows? Maybe someday Lua will get a buff and I'll be glad to have a plus 15 one. Command Model Leica. I don't really use Command Leica, but maybe she'll get a buff. Now I have a plus 15, and I can imprint my Architect Leica. Not a lot of... Oh yeah, here we go, Hua Young. I can get a plus 15 Hua Young, and then I can imprint my Argent Waves Hua Young. Get her to triple S. So that's what I recommend. That way you don't waste a ton of Molagora on it. The only other option is, you can look at units that are good to have dupes of, right? For RGB, there's not a ton of real estate for units that it's good to have dupes of. I know Polydus is going to jump up, but I'm not sure I can think of anybody else right offhand that I would care about having a dupe of that's RGB. I mean, if Lilibet was good in PvP, sure, but you could make a damage Politis and you could make a counter cleave Politis. That's about it. I don't think there's, I mean, there some people say having 2 Rands is good. I've never really found a use for a second Rand, not in a modern era. I assume Setsuga's not selectable, but you could go with a injury Setsuga, counter Setsuga, destruction Setsuga. You could try different ones, but most people just pick one, set it, and forget it. I don't even know if Setsuga's on that list, though. She is. Setsuga potentially is a good one to have 2 of. So that's about it, though. Setsuga and Politis. I can't think of anybody else that would be worth having a dupe of. So just play the game where you look at your imprints, you go, wow, I'm going to get a plus 15 says and be able to imprint him up to triple S. Because in this case, I wouldn't give this to Specimen says. I would go out and get my ass a plus 15 says, and I would shove this guy into him, and boom, instantly have a triple S says, and I've saved all that Molagora. So that's an option, right? Anyway, I hope that helps, man. Let's fight Tenebria. Okay. Salome Ruel. Ugh. Unironically, my injury. It's just such a weird combo with these two. You know what, Beardy? You showed me that yesterday, and that was such a cool team. Let's go ahead and do it. You guys will love this. Set the gear in here in just a minute. How fast is Nurse? She's 295. Oh shit, not Salome, Nurse. Alright, she's 284. Is there a way to full auto Nightmare without ML Lua? Yes. But you gotta have the Constellation maxed out. I'll work on that next, guys. And where were we? It's the same team we fought before, so... Hell, if it worked once, let's just do it again, right? I'm sad we're not using Salome, by the way. I mean Salome, Estelle. I'm sad we're not using Estelle. I have got to get out of the habit of calling Estelle Salome. I heard some of the codes in Raid don't work if you're above level 10. Should I stop playing until support respawns? Because your Lincoln code doesn't work. You've got to start the game with a brand new email on a brand new instance of the PC client. If you're trying to do it on a phone, they've changed things and made the phones kind of dodgy. As soon as you complete the tutorial, if Padrig is not in your inbox, then you didn't completely uninstall and reinstall the Polarium Play client and start with a brand new email. Now, my code, you get units at level 10, you get units at level 20, you get units at level 30, but you will get Grand Oak Padrig in your inbox right at the start. As soon as you're done with the tutorial, you click on your inbox, he'll be there. If he's not, something went wrong, and try restarting it. But yeah, they changed it so that mobile devices, you can do it, but it requires freaking resetting your device. It's so stupid. They said the code works on iOS and Android only. No, it's like the opposite. It's the opposite. Yeah, I've been told that the only way to get it to work on mobile is to reset the device if it's an iOS, or you have to go in and like scrub all of the evidence that it was ever installed on an Android. There's like extra steps to do to get rid of those legacy files. Yeah, so just download Polarium Play, use the code, get it started, and then log into that through your device, and you can uninstall Polarium Play and just play on your device. But yeah, I need to add that to there, that it's really shitty for mobiles. My Renacum Pursuit, yeah. Let's get Nurse faster. Just to be safe. 316. We're gonna have a speed buff anyway. Hang on, quick math. 316 divided or times 0.95. So we don't want to be any faster than 300 speed, or we could cut. Okay. You know what? This is fine. Do you think Ivana and or Artie are top tier and worth pulling for? Very good question, Black Waltz. And as soon as I do this fight, we will go and analyze that. Here, Ras, hold this. So glad I didn't need a Lethal Whispers proc.
All right, let's do this.
There is news today. Pop. 20,000 health scales. I don't think I'm killing that wall. Well, maybe on a miss. I don't know. That's a 19,000 Setsuka, so we got a better shot, I guess. You will. Man, it's so dumb she does that much damage. Get stepped on. Her banner will be for 2 weeks. Is it only 2 or is it 3? This Setsuka is not on a counter set. Bye, Setsuka. Okay, this is the Beardy special team. I hope you guys enjoy this. So, we use Singelica to S3, giving an attack buff. Everybody on the team. We then copy our own Ross. No. Yes, sorry. We superhumanize our Ross, pushing him to the front of the line. Now he's superhuman with an attack buff. I still have Salome on the brain. I was like, copy? Wait, where's Salome? Oh, that's right. Let's Collapse the Nodos, right? Fold Nodos like a cheap chair. We got 51,000 HP, and my Ras is a nuclear Ras. My Ras is a damage Ras. You guys ready for this? It's gonna be so sexy. Oh, damn! Woo! Perish. I don't know how much damage that was, but it felt like it was a lot. It felt like it was a lot. Nuclear launch detected. All right, guys. It's Wednesday, and normally Wednesday is a big old news drop, so let's go check out the Stove site and see what Epic 7 has in store for us today. With their update content 9 hours ago, Ivana and Excommunicants sensor drop rate up is coming. Important words, drop rate up. It means she is not a limited. They have two kinds of banners, drop rate up banners and limited rate up banners. So she is not limited. There's Ivana's Time of Worship special event and an emergency missions catalyst searches open. And this was the maintenance they had last night to try to fix Guild Wars and everything. This has nothing to do with maintenance tonight. There is no maintenance tonight, guys. Let's jump in and check out the update. I'm sure we got tons of news to go over, and you guys, I know you're excited for it. So what is happening in Epic 7 this week? Please note that for this week, no maintenance will be required and the update will be applied automatically. The update details provided in this notice are subject to change and may be different from the actual update. Please see below for more details. So we have got the new 5-star Ivana showing up, and we have got the new Ivana side story showing up, and no, wait, not a side story, just a little weblog and event for some Leafs. We got her artifact, and play the animation. Well, that's it for the news, guys. Oh my god. Look, we know it's supposed to be dry, but holy crap, we're really doing nothing but a banner. And what's great too is that's the update notice, and they went ahead and posted a separate banner about Ivana's drop rate up. It's just a copy paste, right? About her drop rate up banner. This is a from the 21st to the 11th, that is 1 week, 2 weeks, it's a 3-week long banner, guys. 1, 2, 3 weeks. So you got 3 weeks to make your decision on if you're going to pick up Ivana. So let's talk a little bit about her, since we got no news to discuss other than Ivana. Let's talk about this girl. How good is she? Is she a must pull? Is she worth dumping everything you've got into her, or should you pass on this? So let's go check out Ivana's video real quick. Volume?
And my assistance. I shall lend my assistance. May her mercy be with you. Return to your rest. The light shall guide you there. Goddess, have mercy on us.
Have mercy indeed.
Ivana, a nun of the nunnery of the Holy Knights Martyrs, one day leaves the convent to avenge her family, who were slaughtered by the moon's assassins.
I wonder who they could be.
Though she quietly burned with anger, from that day onward, she began hearing a mysterious voice. Dismissing it as nothing more than a delusion, she continues her journey toward Ezra in pursuit of revenge. However, upon arriving in Ezra, Ivana realizes that an unsettling wave of fanaticism is sweeping across the entire continent. By chance, she also learns the truth behind those responsible for her family's murder, Rihanna and Luciella, and comes to confront them at Loongrave. Though the truth she faces nearly shatters her resolve, she overcomes it with encouragement from Ross and his group. After the incident, she sets off on a journey with Estelle to reclaim her ordinary life once more.
Okay, so we're working our way through the body parts. You had your armpits with Estelle, and now you got your feet with Ivana. I'm wondering what's coming next. Ivana is a Taurus. Is this... Okay, Ivana is a Taurus mage, a Taurus soul weaver. Taurus soul weavers are amongst the fastest soul weaver in the game. You are probably familiar with Lady of the Scales, for example. I believe DN is a Taurus mage, Desert Jewel Basar. You know, if it's a mage that you're going to put speed set on, it's probably a soul weaver. If it's a soul weaver, you're going to put a speed set on, it's probably a Taurus soul weaver. They also have some effectiveness, and that's about it. They are amongst the squishier of the soul weavers, not a lot of health, but the speed and the effect resistance make up for it. She also has 27% ER if you decide to imprint her, so clearly you're going to want to have some resistance on this girl. Let's
Soul Weaver.
Why is my screen so freaking blurry? Oh, for crying out loud, computer.
She has high speed and effect resistance, and can increase her effect resistance further through her imprint concentration.
Okay, her skills. Light of Repose. This is the big one that's got everybody freaked out. I wonder why my HUD is not going away. Does anybody know why the YouTube HUD is not going away like it always used to? Annoying. Okay, unaffected by decreases to combat readiness. That's huge. That means you're not going to be able to use units like Politis and Abyssal Euphine to keep her from moving, and she has got built-in CR push, a 50% built-in CR push whenever anybody ends the turn while somebody is granted immortality. So very Veronica-like. She doesn't get rid of immortality just by existing. She gets rid of it by it appearing, and then she CR pushes up. They still have immortality, but as soon as she takes a turn, it dispels the immortality. So if she's way at the bottom of the line, she may only push halfway up the line and you'll still maintain that immortality. So what this means is, like, if you want to use Shepherd of the Dark DN, for example, and you soul burn and DN pushes up and she doesn't cut, DN will still have the immortality, be able to do her things. Then she'll take a turn, the immortality will go away. So you are going to want a lot of speed on your Ivana to make sure that you can counter and deal with units like DN, but units like Lady of the Scales, units like Spirit Eye Celine, she is going to be a problem for those units. Not only does she dispel the immortalities and CR push up whenever they happen, at the end of someone's turn when they're granted immortality, she spreads light censored to all, dispelling all debuffs from all allies. So even if you have buff block, she gets rid of that and grants them radiance for 2 turns. It's an undispellable buff. This is the one. Everybody's all impressed and excited about the getting rid of immortality and how this is going to ruin DN and ruin. This is the real of it, right? This is why even if you don't get rid of DN's immortality, this is still a huge problem. Radiance, when attacked, grants 50% damage reduction to everybody. That's effectively the same as doubling your HP and defense. You know, like Nodos does when he goes into his domain. You like fighting Nodos? You like how it's almost impossible to kill a Nodos? How about fighting 4 Nodos? Because this basically, as far as being able to do damage, turns your entire team into Nodos, cuts the damage you take in half, and it is undispellable. So unless you have got a skill that ignores damage reduction, you're going to be damn near unkillable, especially if you are a bruiser team while this buff is up. So even if you don't care about your immortality getting dispelled, you do care about radiance. That alone is going to wreck your entire team. You don't dare push a button or take a unit that grants immortality. Absolutely terrifying buff, this undispellable radiance. And I think that is the crux of her whole freaking kit. Now, what does she do when there's not immortality on the enemy team? Well, not a lot. Not a lot. But she is a silver bullet against that buff. She doesn't just stop units with that buff. She ruins any enemy team who dares bring that buff along.
Skill 2. By up to 30.
Her skill 3, Requiem, Requiem, I can never say that word, Requiem Prayer, dispels 2 debuffs from all allies by offering a prayer to banish evil, grants ignore damage sharing and immunity for 2 turns before increasing combat readiness by 20%. So play this out in your head. Somebody on their turn procs immortality or has immortality at the start. She immediately gets a 50% CR push, and with that kind of base speed, she is going next. Unless you have got some serious fast units, she is going next. And you can't stop that shit with Abyssal Euphine or Politis. She ignores that. So she just takes a turn, grants the radiance to everybody, strips everything, buffs everything, and then she gets to actually take her turn. Now she gets to S3, which will dispel 2 debuffs from all allies and grant ignore damage share. Now, ignore damage share is just a standard buff. It is not a status effect. It is not an unstrippable buff. You can strip this away for 3 turns and a 2-turn immunity on top of it. So, and then she CR pushes your entire team up by 20%. You like having a team full of Notos who are all wearing summer photogenic? Well, now you have a team full of Notos in their domain who are all wearing summer photogenic. Oh, yeah, good point. That's not 20% push. That's a 20, 25, 30% CR push. Great googly moogly.
Offering a prayer to banish light.
And her S1 skill. Attacks the enemy with Holy Light, recovers health proportional to the target's max health. She heals based on the units getting the heal's max health. I know target's a little bit dodgy. It doesn't mean the unit you target, you heal based off their health. It means the target who's receiving the healing is based off their health. So it'll be a flat percentage of healing going into that unit based on their health. So if it's 10% healing, then the 10k HP unit heals 1,000 health. The 30k HP unit heals 3,000 health, and so on and so forth. If you soul burn, it ramps up the amount you heal. Let's see if we can divine how much that healing actually is.
And recovers health of all allies proportional to the target's max health. When 10 soul is consumed, increases.
Okay, she has got 16,000 roughly health, and she healed for roughly 3,000 health. It's about 18%, I think. Calculator. 2919 divided by 0.18 is 16,216. Oh, goddamn, 18%, almost on the nose. That means 55 or 5691 divided by 0.18. That means that is about a 32k health Dark Corvus. Yeah, this all tracks. It looks like it's roughly on Soulburn, because she's Soulburn there, roughly an 18% heal. That's not huge. It's on par with a lot of artifacts, but still, it's her S1. Now, you could put her on counter set, but if that's the soul burn, that greatly increases the amount healed. I got to assume the regular S1 is probably closer to 8 to 10% healing. We'll have to see, but I'm not so sure counter set is really going to be worth it for the moniker of healing you're going to get from a 30% chance to S1, but you can try it. I think you're going to want her on speed set, or you're going to want her on the new sets that are coming out. Trust, those new sets are designed around these new units. Yikes. So let's take a peep at her artifact, and then let's talk about this unit a little bit. So Excommunicant's Censor increases effect resistance by 30%, and at the end of an enemy's turn, when the caster does not have a debuff, increases combat readiness by 20%. So it is kind of shittier Lulakar's artifact, right? Summer Lulika's artifact does. Soul Consolation gives you more effect resistance than this, but this is harder to work around. Soul Consolation... No, not talking to you right now. Soul Consolation procs when the enemy does a non-attack skill, and usually they can just kind of S1 to work around that. This one, you can't really work around. It's just going to happen if she's not wearing any debuffs, and with her kit and her high effect resistance and immunities, she's probably not going to have any debuffs at some point in time. So she's going to, I think it'll make it a little bit easier to get the CR push. It's a good high tempo artifact for a high tempo Soul Weaver. Remember, she gives 20% pushes to the team. She's got built-in 50% pushes. With this, it's a built-in 70% push. You will definitely cut those DNs. It is very, very good artifact for a handful of heroes. But here's the thing. Soul Weavers are loaded with very, very good artifacts. You could use Soul Constellation in place of this. It would be fine. You could say, screw Soul Constellation. I'm going to put Frida's artifact on it, the hair tie thing, and get free souls when I start my turn. It's a good artifact. I think if you don't have any Soul Constellations, you pick up a few of these. If you've got a ton of Soul Constellations, I think 1 or 2 is fine. Soul Weavers probably have some of the best variety of really good artifacts, and very, very few that are just like, you have to have it, right? I mean, like we talk about warrior artifacts, and it's like, oh, it's all about Sigurd's Scythe. We talk about thief artifacts, and it's all about Secret Art Storm Sword. We talk about hey, Testa Blanc, thank you for the raid, buddy. You know, every class kind of has their signature artifact. Soul Weavers don't really have a signature artifact. They are all really good and all very usable. So I wouldn't go nuts chasing this. I would get one and then slap it on my wish list. But that's your guys' call. So is she a must pull? No, she is not. She is very good. She is a silver bullet to 2 of the strongest units in the game right now. She stops DN. She stops Lady of the Scales. She gives a black eye to a lot of units like Spirit Eye Celine. She keeps them from pushing buttons until you kill this unit. That alone makes her super strong. But she is a normal Covenant hero. She is not a limited hero. You can wishlist her. And whenever I say that, I always get but Tristen, you said I could wishlist Aki, and it's been since January, and I still don't have Aki. Wishlist is a lie. Yeah, that's true. You are RNG's. When RNG says, get over here, doesn't want to dance. That's a thing, true, but we are rolling into summer. I'm just going to pull this up to like really punctuate it, guys. We go over to the timeline, wrong timeline, the timeline for Epic 7, and we look what happened about this time last year. We go back into summer of last year, and starting at the beginning of July. We had two summer units that are still OP right now, followed by a triple group summon of the summer units. We also had a couple of class summons. We're kind of overdue for class summons. These are very, very bookmark intensive units. You will guarantee get a rerun of these 2 or a triple summon like last time, which is most likely, where you can pick 3 units. And anybody that's gone through a triple RGB summon banner knows these things are devastating to your bookmarks. If you want a couple of summer units from a triple group summon, you better have at least 600 bookmarks so you can go to pity and buy the one you want in case you're unlucky. And you'll need 2 pities for the 2 new summer units, because there are almost always 2 summer units. Only once do we only have 1, and Smogate realized, hey, we make twice as much money with 2. So that is anywhere from 3 to 5 limited units. And if you're like, well, I'll just skip the summer units, it's not that big a deal, they will not be back until summer 2027. You'll be waiting a minimum of a year to get the new summer units. Now, does that mean they're coming next month or the month after? No, it could be anywhere in the summer. And as far as Smogate's concerned, summer is between the middle of May and the middle of September. Now, usually the summer units drop in June and July. Usually. You look at that pad, it's usually what you see. But like in 2024, the summer units came out in freaking, we had summer in August. I guess that's still technically August, or still technically summer, but that's where Frida and Ida were. But right before them in July was a custom triple group summon of the summer units. No, I'm sorry, that was just a standard custom triple group summon. It was in June where they did a rerun of the summer units, separate summer units. So again, summer units in June was a rerun, then the summer units. Last year it was the summer units, then the rerun. They flip-flopped it back and forth. And you can go back and look at all the way back to 2021. There are always limited summer units in the summer. Is Ivana good? Yeah, she's real good. Is it nice to have a silver bullet to stop immortality? Yes. Does that not make her future-proof, an evergreen unit? Yes. As long as units come out that grant immortality, she will be good. Even BBK gets her butt handed to her by this unit. She procs that immortality, and Ivana gives radiance to the whole damn team, and BBK can't kill crap because everybody is effectively Nodos with half damage. But is she worth skipping summer units? No. Not a shot. If you are a free-to-play player, I strongly encourage you to not touch this unit unless you are stacked with bookmarks. And I mean stacked. I mean, I would be scared to touch this banner if I had fewer than 1,000 bookmarks. Because even at 1,000, if you go to pity on her, you're going to have to find another probably 300-400 bookmarks by the time the summer banners roll around just to get back to 2 pities, and that means you're skipping the custom group summon instead. But if you are sick and tired of Lady of the Scales and DN ruining your life, this unit's going to be huge. And be aware, this does not make Lady of the Scales and DN, and to a lesser extent Spirit Eye and the other immortality, this doesn't make them go away. It just makes them not be first pick. With this unit in play, even the threat of her existing, you're not going to see people first picking Lady. You're not going to see people first picking DN. Unless maybe they go second and they pick her with Lady, much in the same way that anybody who wants to play a unit picks that unit to go with them, right? They pick the silver bullet to go with them. I remember people picking DDR and then immediately picking Schneal after him so they could continue to try to play their DDR. So it doesn't make them go away. It just turns them into 4-5 picks. Because by the time you get to 4-5 picks, you can ban the Ilana or the Ivana. Or if they've picked Ivana early, they just avoid picking immortality units. How good is her kit really when they don't pick any immortality units? She will never proc her Radiance skill. She'll still be a decent CR pushing Soul Weaver, but her healing sucks. It's just 18% on a Soul Burn on her S1 and a little bit of CR pushing. So, yeah. She's situational. Her situation is great. And I think she's a really, really nice unit to have in the back pocket. But you're not first picking her, unless, of course, the enemy first picked an immortality unit, in which case she's getting banned. You're not third picking her, in which case the enemy picked an immortality unit on their team, in which case the enemy's an idiot picking an immortality unit without also picking Ivana or pre-banning Ivana, because that's a hard lose. So obviously they aren't going to pick immortality units, knowing that any point in time you could drop Ivana. The mere threat of her existing is going to change the face of RTA, because they don't know you do or don't have her, so they're not going to take the chance of dropping immortality units and having you lock this girl on 3 and get a free win. They are going to save those immortality units for last picks. They're going to take Ivana away from you and then pick immortality units. They're going to pre-ban her. But the bottom line is you actually have the benefits of Ivana existing even if you don't have her. It's going to change the way RTA's played because they just don't know whether you have her or not. Now, playing against the new God of War Coliseum and stuff, that idiot AI is going to pick Lady of the Scales first, even after Ivana exists, so have fun with that. She is a very well-built unit, and she has a very simple kit. If they have immortality, pick her and win. She gets banned, or you win. There's no way that you could possibly lose when you ignore damage share, and when you have 50% mitigation on your team. You would have to draft like me after 12 shots of tequila to lose that fight. Ivana is banned from the Coliseum event for now, but the Coliseum will come back. Anyway, I'm impressed by the simplicity of her kit. It's simple to use. She is straightforward. There's no bells and whistles. There's no hidden tricks. There's no, oh, the super sick synergy if you do this and this, and then you have her and do that. No, it's none of that. It's straightforward. It is as plain as the writing on the wall, and the simplicity. Everybody looks at this and goes, oh my God, this is going to change my life. And I don't know that it will. She is very good, but she is only very good into a niche situation of immortality. And if that situation doesn't exist, she sits in your bench. You don't really ever draft her unless immortality is there. And just the threat of that, it's going to change the way people draft. Now that I've talked her down a bit and said, hey guys, realize summer units are coming. I'm just doing this because I've seen everybody get super hyped and excited about this unit. Kind of like a Mort unit, except Mort doesn't just stop counters. Mort gives fear. Mort defense breaks. Mort's a bruiser who dishes out tons of damage. Ivana, if immortality doesn't exist, she is a shitty healer who CR pushes your team. That's it. She is a shitty healer that CR pushes your team. Not even a good opener. There 1,001 Soul Weavers that just do it better. And she's got nothing else. Her kit is very basic, and that's good. If they put anything else in her kit, she would be ML5 level broken. So, yeah. I'm going to pull her because she's a wonderful tool to have in the tool belt. And I think she's an important tool if you are pushing into high RTA. But I strongly encourage everybody to just take a breath and say, this banner is 3 weeks long. 3 weeks long. I've got time. She doesn't go away until January or June 11th. And though no guarantee, it's very likely that by this point in June, maybe we're going to know something about units that are showing up in the rest of the month. Maybe we will know if summer is happening in June or if we get to wait until July for summer. You will also get 3 whole weeks of watching streamers and whales and clanmates make things happen with her. She'll probably redefine Guild Wars and regular arena defenses too. So I'm not saying she is bad by any stretch. She is a fantastic unit. I'm just saying summer units, there has never been a summer unit that didn't warp or change the meta with the exception of Summer Break Charlotte. All summer units have on release been units that you felt terrible for months about not having. And you don't want to miss out on those if you are a free-to-play player. And that's it, guys. That's my take on Ivana. Should you pull her or should you not pull her? That's a tough call because, damn, she's pretty. But I think it all comes down to managing your resources and planning ahead and deciding whether or not you're okay with swiping should summer show up. That's it. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care, Epic 7. Pull because of her hat. Fair. Music. Also in the news is Ivana Time Workshop special event. What is this? Okay, it's just a daily login event thing where we get stuff and we can spend it in the shop. Yeah, you guys are familiar with this. I missed the event in the update notes. You mean this event that I'm talking about right now? I tell you what, Eerie Clop, if you want to do that, go for it, and I totally support that. But if you want to win that desk pad, you guys, everybody that wants to check this out, ! Giveaway. If you enter my giveaway right now, and the giveaway's pretty simple, all you got to do is use my link, download Raid Shadow Legends, create a new account, and all you have to do is play for 7 days. And I don't mean you have to play. I mean you have to log in and collect the daily login reward and then log out. After 7 days, you will get Skeletor for free. We're in a He-Man collab, everybody. You get Skeletor for free. Once that's done, all you gotta do is go over to my Discord, post a screenshot of your account with Skeletor and Grand Oak Padrig in the same screenshot. Just go into your inventory section and take a screenshot of your characters and post that screenshot in my Discord room. You do that, and you will be entered into a raffle to win this desk pad. You like it? You don't get the mouse. So that's yeah, you like that, Sir Tilt? So make sure you install Raid and get it running. Yeah, here. It's not fake, guys. It's real. And it's big. It is not a small desk pad. I'm gonna leave this open until the end of June, and at the end of June, live on stream, we will go ahead and do I get the setup as well? You want my hardwood floor? Sure. That'll be a little expensive to ship. Already made an account using your link? Did you? I don't care, as long as you have Grand Oak Padrig and you have why is my mouse on the floor? You guys, just knock it off. I can't afford a desk. I'm playing on the floor. If you've already made an account, just make an alt, dude. Just make an alt real quick. 7 days. Yeah. This is what you got to do, right? Check it out. You gotta fire up Polarian Play after you've installed with my link and you've created a new account. You got to hit play. You got to fire up the game. Loading assets. Okay, and you go over to your Skeletor chase, and on the 7th day you pick him up. So it's literally just 7 days. You collect your login reward. On the 7th day you'll get him. You'll collect him. He'll drop into your account. Then you just gotta go over to the Champions tab and take a screenshot of your champions, showing me that you've got Grand Oak Padrig and that Skeletor is in this screenshot here somewhere. Easy peasy. You won't even have this many heroes. A 7-day-old account won't only have like probably 1.5 rows of heroes. You post that in the Discord room, we'll enter you into the contest. We'll do the raffle live on stream so you guys can all yell rigged when somebody that's not you wins. And one of you, and I don't care where you are on the world, I will ship this anywhere that's not an embargoed country, and I will send you that desk pad just for trying out Raid. Holy red dots, I know, right? I got a lot of red dots. Oh my god. Ooh.
Geppetto's puppet. We need your help.
We do summons on Raid today? Nah, I don't think there's anything to summon for right now, is there? It's a champion training tournament starting in 13 hours, and yeah, there's no summon event, so yeah. No, not doing any summons right now. UI, this game looks so messy like a cheap apartment. It's a 2018 game, my man. Hydra went like shit today. That's what I get for doing it in the middle of the night. Yeah, I mean, it is a pretty simple UI, especially compared to E7's. I tell you what, buddy, no. It's a brand new account. If you choose to use the pumpkin guy, I'll let it stand. You post me your your jack-o'-lantern, for your harvest jack and your Skeletor. I'll count it. Harvest Jack is cool as hell. I picked him up very, very recently. I haven't built him yet, but I like the Halloween themed stuff. Where are you, Pumpkinhead? There he is. He's just cool as hell. I like the Halloween themed units the best. Can you buy the mouse pad anywhere? Yes. You want to go to Epic 7 merchandise, and where do they hide it? Even though this says 2023, I think it'll take us to the right page. Smilegate shop. There we go. This is the current desk pad, right? I think. No, this is last year's desk pad. What do we got here? All items. And these are the current desk pads that they've got. We got a Lady of the Scales one, and we got the Nadalon Academy one. Looks like those are the only two, and of course the Epic 7. I don't know, those are the only two, but you know, it's only $15, right? It's a pretty inexpensive desk pad. It's not bad. So I'm just gonna go ahead and click buy it now. Oh well. Let me not dox myself here. Hang on a second.
What is up, guys? Thank you so much for listening to my
Oh my god.
of P, which is my all-time favorite Souls-like, and if you haven't tried it, you should. I just wanted to take this short time to tell you that I now have merchandise. So I got some cool t-shirts and hoodies and stuff. So I got some cool designs from Sonoshi, my anime stuff, and I also had some custom one made by an artist called Megan Mushi. He made these incredible looking designs. This one is inspired by Dragon Age Inquisition. So if you want to check out some of that merchandise, you can click the button right here and see.
Jesus, how many freaking two factors do I have to go through?
And I'll see you in the next one.
I agree to all your prima noctas. I do not agree to receive emails. I have to agree to everything, including agreeing to receive email. No, optional. I can uncheck that one. Okay, good lord. Oh my god. You know what? I'm over it. Look, when you get through this, it's a $15 mouse pad that you'll probably have to pay like $7,000 shipping on. The shipping out of Korea is insane. But guys can go and check it out. Here's a link to the Smilegate shop. Copy, linked address. There you go. There's a link to the Smilegate shop if you want to check it out. But it is very expensive to ship from Korea. Oh, man. Some of the older ones are really nice. Here, check this one out. That Luluka desk pad. You want to see something crazy? The 2022 merchandise They had Angel of Light Angelica and Spectre Tenebria perfume. I had a friend going to Korea. I told him to sneak me back some of the Tenebria perfume. We could sell it to Tenebae Simp for like $10,000 a bottle. Yeah, unfortunately, these are not for sale outside of Korea. I think it says right here. Yeah, it can't be delivered outside of Korea. It's because it's alcohol and there's shipping laws and everything. They can't actually ship it. You'll have to get somebody to go there and hide it in their carry-on luggage, because I'm not even sure you can take it outside the country. I don't know. Export laws and all that. You about to make Ham Sloth broke? Oh, believe me, if I had some of that stuff, there would be an eBay auction for sure. Doosh. Hey guys, after doing all of the videos last night on constellations, I have some gear to roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of gear. A couple of these are really, really nice ones. Why is it not showing me the full stats? Yeah, a couple of 40s. So anyone want to bring the luck? Anyone have any KF of the acrylic figures? Are they decent quality? Yeah. Back to my microphone. I had a shit ton of them. I'm not sure where they've gotten off to. I don't know. Let me look at my swag supply, see if it's still down here. A couple. Here's the Euphine one. And here's a Summer Break Charlotte one. They come with little stands that you can socket them into so they stand up. They're nice. Decent thickness. I have got a Bologna one and I have got a Commander Pavel one. They're just hidden in the dark behind my green screen there. Yeah, I might do some giveaways for them. I gotta find the stand for Euphine. I'm not sure where it's gotten off to. I also have a cool Landy mug. You like my Landy mug? Sometimes it's also a flan mug. Back when Smoggy used to send us care packages for giveaways. Can you repeat the battles to do yeah, if you can always come back and do Perdition later. Perdition's the same as Nightmare. It's the exact same rewards. It just gives you a little bit extra currency, and you can only do it once per season. Nah, sorry, the mug I will not give away. All the rest of the stuff I'd give away, but the mug's mine. Alrighty. These boots have a great deal of potential. We just need the rolls to be high. Make it happen. Ooh. I don't mind the crit chance so much because that max attack is nice. Ooh, 9 and an 8. Show me another max attack. We'll take the 6 crit damage, finish it off into attack. I just knew it. It was just seeded. You knew it was going to happen, right? You knew it was going to shit on it by rolling into defense. It's still really nice, but man, can you imagine if this hit anything other than defense? It's still gold. Yeah, I mean, it went from an S tier piece to like a high B tier piece. Maybe an A tier piece. It's okay. It was just so good. Okay, this piece, you know what stat we're wanting to dodge. I am not going to name names. Let's go. Decent. We do need it to hit speed at least once, though. Okay, it's fine. If it hits speed one more time, it's salvageable. It's dead now. Might as well sell it. Garbage. Okay, counterpiece. The ER is a little weird on the counterpiece. God, that's so fucking disappointing. Oh well. No, definitely not. 167 currency out of it at least. Okay, let's go. Okay, nice start, nice start. Okay. If it doesn't hit HP, it's kind of dead. Show me HP. I guess it could be a shitty Bossarunka piece. Yeah, she does not need the speed. It's total wasted stats. The speed is terrible for Bossarunka. No, guys, you really think I'm going to make a better piece for my Bossarunka? Have you guys seen my counter Bossarunka? I guess I could make an objectively worse Bossarunka. Yeah. It's not okay, guys. It's a dead piece. Maybe a defense scaling counter unit will come out. It's a 100 gear score. We keep 100 gear scores. Okay, well, this has to hit resistance, I guess. Karena. You're using names of units that don't exist in this game anymore. My Karena is built on speed set. I don't run a counter Karena, so I'd have to rebuild her, and I still don't use her anywhere. Green Armin doesn't need the ER or the speed, so it's kind of a waste on her. She does need the crit chance and crit damage, though, so I think it's bad for her as well. Yeah, guys, just because it rolled high doesn't mean it's a good piece of gear. That way lies hoarding. It's okay to get rid of things that are trash. The only reason I'm keeping this is for my glory index. Otherwise, I'd have sold it like I sold the other shitter piece. Okay, show me effect resistance. Lovely. Although they're double 5s. Show me effect resistance again. 5, 5, 6, and then the wasted stat. Okay. Effect resistance one last time. Well, maybe somebody will want it. This feels kind of meh, too. Yeah, it's real bad, dude. It's real bad. Okay, this just has to dodge attack or dodge HP. It can hit either one as long as it doesn't hit both. Ideally, we just stick to the bottom. Show me. Okay, we're doing an HP scaling piece. We just got to dodge attack. Man, stop min rolling. Okay, maybe the armor will be better. Okay, we don't care about speed. We just want HP. It's 98, so I'm going to keep it for the glory index, but it's not going on anybody. It's garbage gear. ER boots for ML Ball. Again, just like Cookie, you're using words that I have not heard in Epic 7 for years. You gotta actually use the names of real units that exist in the game. Okay, so this is why I strongly encourage all of you. I'd reset the resist boots. They have a landmine stat, Cookie. You never reset gear with a landmine stat. I strongly recommend that when you are over here in the shops, not shops, in the exchange, and you're looking to spend all of these coins that you got from doing your constellations, that you never buy the gear. The gear always disappoints. I bought the helm, and if I'm not mistaken, that helm disappointed. Okay, the helm didn't disappoint, but that's rare. This helm was perfect, right? It had perfect stats. Look at the stats, right? This one, if you're building an HP scale that needs a pen set, this one really can't go wrong. The armor, you know it's probably not going to hit speed as much as you'd want it to. You know this one is just going to be spread all over the place. This one you know is going to hit effect resistance and ER. This one you know is going to hit effect resistance and ER, and it's going to low roll. It's never worth it. What you buy with your currency is you always buy the charms. Every day you can come in and get 10 charms every day with your currency. And if you're Molagora starved, you can get Molagora every single day. This is the only thing you spend on. Everybody tells me, like, I'm starved for charms. I can't level my gear. Well, this is probably why. You're probably buying trash gear that's overpriced. Buy your charms. You bought the helmet? Must be nice. That's why Cookie's glory index is significantly higher than mine, guys. Nah, Cookie's just skillful. Boop. Cleared. What do we get for the 5-star artifact? I'm definitely taking the artifact track. Screw units. Any predictions, guys? In RNG, how skillful can we be? Luck is a skill. You also bought the boots. And then you modded. God, you modded these and they still were. How high was this before you modded them? Like 104? Ouch. But you're right to mod them. That's definitely the way to go. Very nice. I don't know. What do we want from this artifact? You got Storm Sword? I'd take a Storm Sword. Let's just let Epic 7 surprise us. Hecate, it's an artifact. Please don't be Holy Sacrifice. It's pretty. Well, it's not Holy Sacrifice. It's okay. Mine's not max, so we'll take it. Beguiling wings. One step closer. Scuffed Bastion of Hope. Yep. Guys, I know you might think I'm a little bit crestfallen. I'm a little sad that we didn't have super good luck on that gear and stuff, but see, that's how it works. You got to pay the luck gods so that we'll be lucky tonight with Ivana. Tonight or tomorrow. Depends how busy I am as to whether or not we do it tonight or if we do it tomorrow morning. She's a prettier Bastion of Hope. He's got you there, Cookie. He has got you there. You call it scuffed, we call it beautiful. Okay, one of the things I was asked to do was, now that we've done Trial of Constellations night or on Perdition, like all free to play, was how to do it on Nightmare for the people that are starting out new and don't have all of this stuff all filled out. So let's see what we can do about that. First, I need to put all the gear back we moved around from Guild Wars. Do we know if the RGB 15 selector includes Aki? No, it goes up to Setsuka, so it would not include Aki. Why? Why not? What existing summer units are must-have? Festivita, Aram, Youth, or Hua Young. If you want to use Pirate Captain Flan, you'll need to go for Caesarea and her artifact. Caesarea herself is decent. Lethe is really good. Summer Break Charlotte was insane in the arena until Biblis came out and shit all over her summer vacation. Now she's not so good. I think that might be about it. Isn't it already free to play? With the trees all filled out, it's very free to play, but we're assuming people start just starting. Okay, so let's go ahead and make it fair. We're just gonna take everybody out except for the first one. We're all gonna have just the first thing, right? I think that's as raw as we get it. How many points do you get for beating it a level on Nightmare? Is it 4 or 5? I honestly can't remember. How many points do you get for beating it on Nightmare? Anybody know? I'm trying to figure out how much of Sagittarius and Gemini we can unlock by just unlocking these 3. Eight points. So we would get 24 points. Do you start with any points? $15. So we have 29 points total, right? After we beat red, green, and blue, we have 29 points total. Is the math correct on that? Wait, 8 times 3 is 24, 34, 39 points. We have 39 points. Is that correct? Doesn't feel right. $10, $20, $30. So we can max out one of these, 30, and then we get another 8 points. We'd have 17 points left for here. So we could do this. Okay. We don't need... We can deal with this on Nightmare. God, it would be so nice to get this, though. Can we get away... Glow lamps to all allies at the start of turn. I think we can get away without this. But we gotta have this. So let's go with you and you. 10, 20. So that's 20. And this one is 30. 35, 30, wait, we can do 30. 40. 40. We can't quite get to we can't quite get to this. 58, 58. I think we can do this. I think we can do it with just those 4 and ones and everything else. Okay. Honestly, and that would let us put, like, you know, put one more over here too. Like, we could do that. Get extra attack. But let's pretend we don't have it. Okay. So if we do Aries, Virgo, and Libra like this, we will have enough points to 4-star Gemini and Sagittarius. I'm 99% sure we can do this. Tristen, read chat. I simply do not have a unit that could be chosen. What are you talking about? I know you got Carrot. I know you got Requiem Roar or Inos. Okay, so you maybe don't have Elena, but you could still do this one and still get the same effect. This is pretty accessible. There's lots of options, including a couple of free-to-play options. This one is pretty accessible. I guess Surin really is a limiting factor, right? 35. Yeah, that's the one limiting factor. Doing this without the cooldown reduction is going to be fucking brutal. But new players might not be able to do it. The new players will just have to do hard. This is end game PvE. That's why there are multiple levels to doing it. I can't be all things for everybody. Smilegate limited us on the light and dark. You might just have to do Nightmare on everything and then do hard until you have pulled your friggin' light Surin. She's only a 4-star, so she should be relatively easy to pick up. But it is what it is. There we go. That's pretty free to play. That's pretty free to play. Zahak. Mukacha. There we go. Requiem Roar. There we go. Over here. Malini. Over here. Rin. Over here. I guess Champ Z. This is another one that's not super free to play friendly, but that's okay. This one only changes effectiveness for ice heroes. This one you don't need anybody in this one. This one you could straight up use because I mean what does Fene care about effectiveness, right? And for Leo, everybody gets Victorica, so that's pretty free. Okay, so I think it's about as free as it gets. So let's see. For this team, I mean, we just run the exact same team, right? You can literally put anybody here. It's just the Fene show. Everyone's got Brig. Terra Norgard is pretty free. Fene is pretty free. And just literally any ice hero here can be somebody designed to die, like just fucking base Helen in there. And we just press auto, and this should work fine. Oh, you know what? Hang on. Why the guard? The guard has a defense break. This whole bullshit about load with a whole bunch of 3-star units that have imprints and make sure they die on the first. Yeah, that works. But mother of God, why jump through the hoops? Just take this team. It makes it easier. No shoes for you. Oops. No shoes or artifact for you, really. Is my Brig Friendship 15 yet? Not yet. No shoes for Fene. No shoes continues. It's just easier than re-gearing my whole account at a lower gear score level, right? I even checked my effectiveness. What's this boss have? 120? 150? So 140. Yeah, we're low on effectiveness, but it's okay. Ow. Pop. 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 Oh my god, no effectiveness on Terra Norgard. Pop. There, we got a defense break that time. Fene just slaps. I mean, once you get that defense break established, you don't get the defense break if you just solo Fene. But with Fene, you get that defense break because you eclipse... but with Terra Norgard, you get that defense break. With Brie, you get that defense break. And because of that, you eclipse the moon. And when you eclipse the moon, you get the defense break. And when you get the defense break, Fene hits like a truck. And it makes this work at such a lower gear score. You actually have to run a decent Fene to solo this with Fene. Now, I'm running Fene without shoes, with 72% crit chance, and it's still working. And you may be saying, what if I don't have Fene? Well, I've got a video on how to do this without Fene, and it sucks. You can do it, but use your selector to get Fene. She's the most important PV unit in the game. You know how, like, there's always, like, that one point where, okay, this is the point where Fene dies and comes back to life and then you're good. She never dies. She never dies. Pop. Everyone else might die, but by now the boss is so freaking dead that it's just over. So, yeah. And this gets you your first 8 points, and now you can start feeding points into the Light and Dark Zodiacs. So we did this without any shoes, and we did this without any Zodiac changes. Right? We're running minimal Zodiac. So now let's do Harris. Paris, we will ditch you, and we will ditch you, and we will put in the 3 free Soul Weavers. You and you. Fun fact, I am pretty sure you can run Perfumer Biblis in place of Acades if you don't have Acades. And if you don't have either of them, you can legit run a Fire Knight, or you can run Shuri here. But I'm going to run Mass Squad Hazel because I'm going to run Acades because she's just too damn good at this. You want your carrot in front. I know my last free-to-play video did not put carrot in front. That's on me. Okay, we'll get rid of your speed set. 99 crit effectiveness. Hopefully that's enough. Let's break your pursuit set, or your warfare set, and let's break your speed set. God, you're slow now. Yikes. And let's break this. Yeah, no warfare set. Do we need to They didn't announce that this is coming to an end, so I'm assuming there's one more rotation. Otherwise, they would have announced this is the end of the season. If this is the end of the season, they didn't announce it. Huge dick move, Smilegate. Huge dick move. But the assumption is, since they didn't say this is the last rotation, that there will be another rotation of this, so you should still be good. I will ask and try to find out, and I'll make a post about it. Pop, pop, pop. Okay, we're going to need to put effectiveness. We're going to need to put an effectiveness ring on Karat, I think. Because we really need to stick those burns for this to not suck, and 99's just not cutting it. So, manage, ring, effectiveness, and maybe some attack. There we go. That's definitely enough effectiveness. There's a month and 5 days. But you know what? It should say in the shop, right? It should say in the shop here somewhere. Oh yeah, right here. 1 month and 5 days. So there's 4 weeks left. So yeah. After this rotation is gone, there should be one more, and then that will be the end of it. I think. There we go. See how they're getting the burns from hitting Carrot because she's in the front? That's why we want Carrot in the front. Am I sure? No, I'm not sure. That's why I'm going to ask. Yeah, that's what I think's going on, Beardy. Ow. What went wrong? You've got the effectiveness. Libra. Oh, no Libra at all. There we go. My bad. Pop, pop, pop. Carrot's really freaking slow, which is a big part of the problem. Pop. Really need to speed my Carrot up. I feel like hating Ruel today. That's like any day ending in a Y. You know, with Carrot in the front, I probably should put her on Candlestick instead of Etika's. With as much as she's getting hit, we'd probably get a lot more value out of Candlestick. I don't like how hard that hit and how high the constellation is. I think I'm gonna need to run a faster Carrot, guys. I broke her speed set. I think I might need to put a speed set back on her. Any idea when we're getting another buff event? Probably next week in celebration of Rihanna and Luciella, but nothing's been announced. Ooh, full constellation. That's creepy. Let's go. Okay. Pop, pop, pop. We get the defense breaks, not that they matter. Ow. She needs her boots. She doesn't need boots. There we go. Knock that constellation down, Carrot. 45%. Pop, pop. Big ol' heal. Knock the constellation down a notch. Just got to keep it under control. Keep it below 50%. And immortality's kind of funny. Heal and a push up. That will help the constellation. Hit. 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 Plants get set on fire. You should be stunned. Nope, you do a hit. Hit. Ugh! So close. So close. That should control the constellation just enough. We didn't have an attack buff, so unfortunately we're not going to quite pop those ads. Ooh, this might do it. That'll push the constellation down when Carrot S1's here and keep him from hitting us with a full sun. Nope, he hits us anyway. Who said she needed boots? Who said she needed boots? Okay. Now we just need to do this one. And it's still just as free to play as it gets, right? You can replace almost any unit on this team. This is the one that's really limiting, right? There's only so many ways to beat this without 5-star units. Breaking your counter set. And we're breaking your pursuit set. And let's break your counter set. And give it a go. Five-star units and artifacts held me back for a while. I do have a way to do this one without any 5-star units other than Rowana. But if you don't have Rowana, I'm not sure you'll be able to do this one. Although now I do think you can do it without Rowana if you have Estelle. You could run like Destina or Ray to help contribute to the healings, and young Senya to contribute with the healings. But doing it without, it's one of those, it makes it kind of rough. Of all of them, this is probably the most 5-star demanding. But I do have a video. You got to do it on manual. and it sucks, but I do have a video on how to do this using all 4-star units plus Rowana. Man, it sucked, but did it. And I'll like put links like to those videos in the comment sections and intro the video for people that are like, but what if I don't have Commander Lorena? I'm like, okay, you can check out this other video. Hey, but why, Crony? Going okay. Is the GVG bot disabled or under maintenance in Discord? Oh, weird. Yeah, I don't know, man. Seems to be down. Let me check out my private room. Yeah, it seems to be broken right now. Sorry, man. We got a problem with this one. We're not doing enough damage to stay ahead of the enemy. We only got 5 turns left and we're not at the halfway point. We're not doing nearly enough damage. Yeah, Stella is built for this. I tell you what, let's up the damage output a little bit. Let's get rid of young Senya. Yeah, I think young Senya. Well, yeah. I want to keep Estelle. I want to keep Charles. I think we get rid of young Senya because we're not. Let's let it run. Let's let it run and see what happens. But I don't think we're maintaining the speed downs well enough to get the damage output where we need it. I don't want to get rid of Estelle. Estelle pulls this together and lets you full auto it. Well, I guess. You see, the problem is if we're replacing Estelle, we're replacing Estelle with either Violet or Ervalin. Neither of those are really good replacements for Estelle. I think more new players are going to have Estelle than are going to have Violet and Ervalin. Don't all new players get Landy? Yeah, but Landy not so good here. Although, you know what? But we would be replacing Senya with Landy. I guess we could replace Senya with Landy. That would up our damage, give us some tempo. It's because you are... it's because you can't use a unit in the fight if they're currently in your constellation somewhere. You got to take her out of the constellation to use her in the fight, and then you can put her back in. That's why I have a second carrot. I literally have a second carrot built just to put in the stupid constellations. Would need Bloodstone though? I don't think so. I think Rowana combined with Estelle is all the healing you need. I think we're wasting time with young Senya here. Let's get a green DPS unit. Who is a good green DPS unit that lots of people have? Sid could work. Sid could work nicely. Sid hits really hard. Vivian hits really fucking hard. I think it's Vivian, guys. Yeah, but everybody has Vivian. That should give us the damage we need. Not everybody has Bologna. Not everyone has Vildred. Not everyone has Lilibet. Plus, Vivian gives us an attack buff, which is going to make Charles hit harder. We don't currently have any attack buffers on the team, and everybody having attack buff is going to be really nice for this. Pow! See already. Oh, look how hard Mr. Correct Your Posture hits. You know, a whole 5% there. And Vivian spamming the immunity, and she doesn't just do that. She hits hard. Look at that! Bam! It's another 10k damage. That did like a whole percent. The whole percent. It was more than Senya was given. Glenn, if somebody's desperate, more people have Vivian than have Glenn. Vivian's free. I think I did this with Vivian, Armin, Rowana, and Ray. I think that was the free-to-play team, and God, it sucked. Ivana tomorrow, Ivana tonight, Ivana in about 6.5 hours. Unless that's tomorrow for you, in which case, yes, tomorrow. Still feels like we're behind on damage, guys. Is there maintenance? There is not. That's why the stream title says no maintenance. Never mind, I read the title. There's no giveaway running. Oh, really, chatbot? Really? Really? I set that up. What the deuce? Nightbot on YouTube side figured it out, but my Twitch bot sucks. Chatbot issues, right? This is slower than young Senya, guys. Okay. Let's just make some minor changes. Losing the constellation bonuses is slowing down our damage too much, so let's make some minor changes. You are already pretty good. Not a lot of people have this. I'm actually going to make you hit less hard by switching you to an artifact most people have. Can't do much about Charles. Actually, we can do one thing about Charles. Vivian. That Charles imprint helps your crit chance. Not a lot of people have this, so let's go with... Oh, hang on. Let me go back and peep at my Charles real quick. I really want... Charles is doing most of his shits from counter, but he was running out of S3s. I think we need some speed boosting for Mr. Charles. So let's just give him something with a good chunk of speed on it. Yeah, that should be good. It's only 17 speed, and before you guys freak out about me giving Charles a 20 speed armor to get him up, remember, I'm not wearing boots. People can put speed boots on their Charles. So it's fine. That did shit all over his crit chance, though, so let's give his imprint back. Okay, maybe we find some speed armor that has got some crit chance on it, don't you think? There we go. That'll do, pig. That'll do. And Vivian, 186 is fine. Let's find you some crit chance somewhere. That's a lot of damage loss. Fuck it. We just take it. We take it. She needs to crit. She just needs to crit. A nice 85 weapon you got going on up there. Rowana. Anybody can cobble together a counter set. This artifact. What is a good artifact for a Soul Weaver that everybody has? You know what, Warhorn. Just give Charles even more attack. And Estelle. Let's go ahead and give Estelle a counter set too. Because we don't care if it's a good counter set. We just want her to be on a counter set. So yeah, this piece. There we go. She's nice and slow. We don't care if she's slow. Everyone else should be fast though. Okay. You're on a real artifact, right? No, let's get you on a real artifact. What's a good artifact for her? Make her S2 hit extra hard. You know what, just take Water Gun Shooter and help Chucky out. Alternative for Pillis in the fight. Oh, in the Ethel fight. Yeah, we'll I'll have to see. I think Fallen Cecilia would work. Yeah, Fallen Cecilia should work. I don't think everyone has Water Gun Shooter. It's okay. It's okay. I'll just take her artifact off. Let's just make sure we got the damage here. I don't know why I'm used to Perdition. I don't know why I thought this started at 9. We were fine. I thought this started at 9 and that 4 was a problem here. We were fine. We've been fine this entire time. That's wild. It's wild. It's okay. We're maintaining the counters. We're doing more damage. It's good. You can go and get it. It just costs you 900 Sky Stones to unlock the story, and you can go get your Water Gun Shooter. This will be good for the 5 or 6 people who are returners that don't have Senya and are going to cry about her being on the team, right? 900 Sky Stones for Super Duper Water Gun Shooter, of course. I mean, isn't that a steal? That's all part of the side story. Nuns explore a haunted cave with a hungry dragon. That's literally the theme of that story. You know, Holiday Euphine, that's another summer unit that was kind of ass when she first came out. I think other than Euphine and Charlotte, though, all of them were really good on release. Could put her on Tonfa, I guess. As soon as we get below the 50% mark, though, Tonfa's not doing anything, but it would help for the first half. Tristan's going through the fire and hoops to find a team that's free to play friendly. That's what we do. That's our thing. That's our jam. While this is going on, I'm going to go take a piss and let's see if I can pee faster than this team can kill this guy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We ran out of time. Summer Ken. We lost horribly. We might have to, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to run. If this doesn't work, though, we're just going to have to manual it. That's all there is to it. We're just have to manual it. Because I think the issue is Charles isn't maintaining his counter buff because we don't have the constellation that gives him cooldowns. So without the constellation, we need to soul burn his S3. As long as we're able to soul burn his S3, we can maintain the uptime on the counter buff, and that should fix all the problems. So worst case, we'll just have to counter. We'll just have to soul or manual so we can soul burn. Because those counters, that's where so much of our damage is coming from, and maintaining the speed down. And see, he takes the turn here, and now the counter buff's gone because he's not getting the cooldowns because the constellation's not finished. And in fact, yeah, he has 2 turns of downtime. That's bad. That's why we're failing. 2 turns of downtime. But we can maybe fix that with prophetic motherfucking candlestick. Let's go. Why no boots? I don't know. Not wearing shoes today. How are you able to see that? It's way easier than re-gearing down to a free-to-play level for me, is just to take the shoes off, because that's the most important piece of gear. And usually somebody at my gear level builds a unit without boots. Somebody who's relatively new at the game can meet that stat line, so it's just kind of a cheater way. I've got a whole bunch of goblin gear and level 78 gear in my storage that I can use to gear the units, but with the new gear that you get from this game, all the gear that you get when you start out, you can generally really well gear 4 units. So if I can do it without boots, a new player with their starter gear can probably make better than what I'm currently running, and it makes me feel better about putting the free-to-play stamp on a video. Okay, do we proc Candlestick enough? Nope, we're still losing it for a round, but hey, if we get it back next round, it might be okay. Yeah, I do it to annoy Sue. Okay, we got a Candlestick proc there. So let me check something here. We got a Candlestick proc. So Charles is ready. Okay. Candlestick might fix this. If it doesn't, we just have to manual. Because, I mean, look at all the souls we got. We could soul burn Charles here, and that would get us the cooldowns. Hey, Sir Tilt. Thanks for being here, brother, man. You have a good one. That's 2 procs. We have to get 2 procs on Candlestick to reset it. I'm not liking that. Then we lose it. Doing this without the counter buff on Charles is just going to be too diabolical, guys. let's just start manualing it just to be safe. Okay. We got a soul burn, Mr. Chucky. As long as we soul burn and we maintain the uptime. They stripped my Charles. Oh well, that's fine. I don't want to burn. We need to save souls. We need to make sure we can always burn Charles. Yeah, I do like the tempo that Senya brings the team. Burn, get the counter buff back up. Awoo, Biako, what's up, buddy? We're doing Nightmare with no shoes and no constellations. It, so far, fire and ice, no problem, full auto, but surprise, surprise, Aquina is a total pain in the ass. Chop, chop. We're okay, though. We just have to manual it, I think. We couldn't quite full auto. We like being sadistic to ourselves. There's lots of new players that commented in my prediction videos like, this is all great, but I can't do the constellations because I just started. I don't have anything filled out yet. So what can I do to do Nightmare without any constellation? I'm like, okay, I guess we're going to do this. Burn. I think we might be okay. You know, if we had Vivian here, we could get the immortality and nest the counter so that these don't strip. But Senya's pretty good. They can't take it easy, Biako. We've got this rotation and next rotation, and it's gone. So, you know, yeah, there's only 4 weeks left. So there's this rotation and one more cycle, and then we start a brand new season. So there's a lot of people who are like kind of, you know, desperate to get their you know, Nightmare teams done and be able to do a couple of the Perdition fights. I do have a video on how to do Perdition with minimal Zodiacs that you could theoretically do Perdition on one rotation. But it's not free to play friendly. It takes some fucking gear. Yeah, I heard you were like crushing it in Guild Wars, dude. Let's burn this for some more damage. Blammo. I tell you what, Biako, Estelle has been a godsend to this. Constant pushbacks are really pissing me off. No bullying. Can't believe Estelle's not limited. I know, she acts just like one. Is this Perdition? This is regular Nightmare with no Zodiac trees. I already have done Perdition. There's videos up all over my YouTube page of all the Perdition floors. Nightmare without boots and without a Zodiac. Yep. So basically Perdition, yeah, you're not kidding, Biako. Roguelikes in this game are so weird, right? It gets easier the longer you, the more times you beat it, the easier it gets. Like such a weird model for this kind of a game. We are running out of turns, guys. My Chucky is going to need more damage, I think. Don't strip. Counter. Oh, yeah, that's right. Dual attack. Pow. Wrong unit. Counter, counter, counter. Chop. We are not doing enough damage. We might need Vivian, although I really will miss the CR pushing of Asenya. Pull Charles. Lovely. Burn this. Feels like her kit's limited to you. I'm unimpressed by her. She'll be great in some Guild War fights. She'll totally change the face of Arena. But her mere existence is going to change the way people play RTA. Where are you going to use her? When are you going to draft her? You think after tonight anybody is going to first pick Lady of the Scales or DN? You think they're not going to say that for 4-5, or they're just going to pick Lady of the Scales, Lady of Scales and DN and her? It's just going to change the way people draft. They're going to be picking those units on 4-5, and just the fact that she exists, it's going to be like, you remember when Seaside Bologna was running roughshod over the entire arena, and then Rowana came out, and everyone's like, oh, hell yeah, I'm pulling for Rowana. I'm going to use the hell out of this girl in Arena, because remember back then there was no RTA. I'm going to use the hell out of this girl in Arena. I'm going to destroy Seaside Bologna, and everybody pulled for Rowana, and then just suddenly Seaside Bologna disappeared from all the defenses, and everybody had a useless Rowana on their account, because the mere existence of her in the game changed the way everybody played to a point where you didn't need the unit. It was mutually assured destruction. I have a feeling that's the way Ivana's going to be. I think she's going to be mutually assured destruction. I have a feeling that everyone's going to pull for this unit, and then they're going to realize they're not using it because she silver bulleted the problem out of existence, except for the people that are going to use her with the problem units, which again still changes nothing for you. So I don't know. We'll see. But I really think people should wait and see how she impacts the game, how she changes things, and especially with the ever-looming threat of summer units. Just glad I don't have to pre-ban Scales anymore. Just remember, Scales isn't going away. She's just moving to a 4-5 pick. God damn it. If we had Soulburn from the start, I think this cleared. If we had Soulburn from the start, I think this cleared. Let's try it with Vivian, who already has no boots, and see if this makes things cleaner. It's okay. I know it's going to go away, but we'll have to, Back, what did you miss? I think we cleared it, but it was just a little bit dodgy. I'm S3 and need the souls. We'll try it with Vivian now in manual. I think this will be a problem. I think this will be fine. Yeah, Rowana did become a PvE goat, that's for sure. But yeah, that's a problem with silver bullet units, right? I'm so glad Schneal is here. Now I'll never have to deal with, or now I'll be able to destroy all these Death Dealer Ray players. And then Death Dealer Ray players started drafting Death Dealer Ray with Schneal, or they waited till the 4-5 pick to drop their Death Dealer Rays when your Schneal didn't matter. Same thing's going to happen. I really think she is overinflated, but maybe I'm wrong. I've been wrong before. I was wrong about Nodos. I'll freely admit it. But I think people should wait and see. I think her artifact is just Soul Consolation with slightly different proc conditions, one that's a little harder to plan around. But how many units do you have on Soul Consolation? Because those are the units you're going to look at using this artifact on, and does it really change how they're played? It's less ER for an easier proc condition, but I've had people like, it's a wish list artifact forever. I need 25,000 copies. I'm like, I don't think it's that goated, but maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. Okay, now we can start burning this. I mean, she's definitely going to be a strong unit. Her kit is very simplistic, though. If the enemy doesn't draft a immunity or any kind of immortality unit, if there's no immortality unit on the enemy team, she is a mediocre CR pusher with shitty healing. And that's it. Much like Schneel, her kit sucks if Venom isn't in play, right? So it makes her very, very niche, and very niche units are tricky to use. Schneel, when Schneel is usable, he is a god. Astromancer Elena, when you're dealing with counters, she is a god, except now Mort's just better than her. How many times you see Seaside Bologna drafted in RTA, even after they gave her a buff? People are like, oh, Seaside Bologna got a buff, so it's going to be good. No, Rowana still exists. So, yeah, I don't know. She's kind of like Hecate, but with immortality units. Except Hecate does a shit ton of damage and has extinction and does pop damage that goes through damage limit. Hecate has a whole ass kit beyond her gimmick. Ivana is a gimmick with no kit. Outside of her gimmick, she's not a real unit. There are 3-star units that are better than her outside of her gimmick. Now, her gimmick is insane. Summer photogenic for the whole team with her S3. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. That can be stripped, but I'll give you that. It won't go through buff block, but you're not wrong. She actually cleanses buff block, though, so yeah. Like Freerin without souls. Well, except that she's damn near on, or, you know, she's harder to kill, but yeah, I mean, you're touching on the you're touching on the for real of it, right? Is outside of her gimmick, she's not a very good unit. And her gimmick really centers around the existence of 2 heroes. There are a few others, right? Somebody tries to play a Fire Kairon, I guess. Somebody drops a BBK. There may be some situations, but not a lot of units just start out with immortality. The only ones really are going to be Lady of the Scales and DN, and she was clearly designed to give people some relief against those units. But don't be out there thinking I'm saying she's dog water or not worth having. I think she's a valuable tool, but I think anybody that's free to play should not touch that unit. Because who uses Veronica, am I right? Yeah. Except Veronica can stun a unit, and Veronica can detonate that bomb and do some actual damage while stunning that unit. And Veronica brings a speed imprint to the team. Does Lady of the Scales lock a unit down? I mean, if there's no immortality on the enemy team, Veronica still is a good unit. She's a speed imprint who can control and damage a single target and stick a defense break on them so that the next rest of your team can destroy that unit. Without immortality, you have got a unit that, at best, is going to give you a buff for a few rounds that lets you do extra damage, lets you ignore damage sharing. And that's fine, but that's way more niche and not as usable as what Veronica brings to the team. So, yeah, I think even a free 4-star unit, Veronica, is better than her if Immortality is not in play. Now, if Immortality is in play, she's the most important unit in the game. Her situation is sick. So, yeah. But all of the silver bullet units that don't have a real kit built into them don't do so well. Astromancer Elena. Silver bullet unit, doesn't have a real kit, barely used. Schneel. silver bullet unit, doesn't have a real kit, barely used. And when I say barely used, I mean outside of their silver bullet usefulness, right? So, I don't know. We'll wait and see. We'll see how he does. People that try to play immortality units into her will just lose. She is going to absolutely destroy anybody that tries to do that. They're just countering specific units' existence. Yes, she is an existential threat to DN and to Lady the Scales. And if you 4 or 5 pick either of those, they're guaranteed going to drop her, and you're going to have to ban her, which means they get their other 4 units through, and that alone can be worth it. So what you're going to basically be doing is either taking her, pre-banning her, or just not drafting immortality units. Yeah, and if you pre-ban her, you better be first pick, because if you pre-ban her, you know they're slamming Lady of the Scales or DN on your ass. Yeah, because her kit really does say if they try to use immortality against you, they've basically are just may as well top right. People are like, oh, but she hard counters Spirit Eye Celine. No, she doesn't. Spirit Eye Celine just burns her till she's dead and then presses S3 after the fact. All she does is mean Spirit Eye Celine doesn't have to push buttons. I'm worried about the soul stealing. I'm not building up enough souls yet. If you are first pick, ban her. If you're second pick, don't play immortality. I mean, still they see the first pick, they know what kind of a game you're playing, and they're going to, respond with seal units and Veronicas and Hecates, and I really just think it's a Seaside Bologna, Green Rowana situation. I think it is a Death Dealer Ray Schneal situation. All it means is those units just aren't drafted anymore. And that's fine. I'm happy living in a world without Lady the Scales. I am fine with that. I never liked that unit and what she did to the game. If Ivana silver bullets her out of existence, that's fine. But I really don't think he is going to change the way you play. I just think she's changing the way the game plays by merely being in the game. Whether she's on your account or not, you're going to see the effects of that unit. I'm perfectly fine with seeing less Lady on Flag Arena. And that's going to be the big change, right? You do not need Ivana for Flag Arena, because Ivana existing means every single defense that's got Lady or DN on it changes. In fact, if you have got a defense with one of those 2 units on it, I encourage you to change it sometime between now and 5 hours or 6 hours from now, because that shit ain't going to fly anymore. You will be fed upon. If you got those units on your defense and Guild Wars, change them after this Guild Wars, or you will be food. Grist for the mill. That didn't do a lot of damage. You know what? I never changed Charles off Prophetic Candlestick. We're sitting here burning his S3, and I didn't put him on a freaking damage-dealing artifact. This could be, we'd probably have killed this thing by now if because we'd be doing about 16% more damage on Charles, and we're sitting down here at 5, 10, 15, 18%. I think it might even be dead by now if we had a damage-dealing artifact on Charles. What's this do? Cooldowns of all allies by 3. Nah. Just burn. By the way, how do I counter Estelle? She's a tricky unit to fight, isn't she? Bam. Bam. Yeah, like if you can only pick one, Estelle or Ivana, get Ivana, or get Estelle. Everyone's like, skip Estelle for Ivana, and I think that might be just some of the worst advice that I've seen. Estelle's good in PvE and PvP. The more she's out, the more people are seeing just how good she is. You could have put this on auto. No, not without the Constellation filled, because if we aren't soul burning Charles, we're not keeping his counter up. If you've got the Constellation filled out to where his skill cooldowns reset, then yes. But we're playing this without the Constellation filled out, so unfortunately you're going to have to manual so you can soul burn Charles. What if you just give him Candlestick, tried it? It's not enough. It needs to proc twice, and the enemy sometimes strips. It's just not enough. Especially if you just S3 and then the enemy strips. It's just not enough. Trust me, we tried it. This is the first time we've succeeded and had bars left over. Okay, so we got that done. And that's enough that you'll be able to 4-star both of these. By doing those 3, you've definitely got enough to 4-star both of these, and I'm pretty sure we can do this with 4 stars. So up here, let's not do Ethel yet. I'm not emotionally equipped for Ethel yet. Let's get Rahel taken care of. Everyone's got Ross. I think this is still the free-to-play team. 4, 8, 12... second. I don't want to have to put 10,000 pieces of gear back, so guys, I'm reverting this and I'll make the video later. But I think I've already bricked my account a little bit by doing this more than I had way backs. I'm not encouraging you to go and blow your load on Estelle. Summer units are still coming. Make the right decisions for your wallet and your account. If you are hardcore free to play and not swimming in bookmarks, you don't touch any of this shit. Put them on your wish list, get lucky, and make sure you get the summer units, because those summer units drop. You're going to see their kits, how they change the game, and you're going to feel really, really bad about your Estelle and your Ivana. Okay, so we have to have a cleanser in the front row, so it has to be you. It's going to be so hard to do without speed. Oh my god. Okay, it's fine. It's got to be you. Let's give you a CR boosting artifact, because we need something to make sure you take turns. And then you... Oh my god, no boots on Ross. No boots on Ross. You are too I've been down this road. We need to give him a HP main freaking ring, or he will just explode. And even with that, I still think I need to have him on common artifacts. Proof of Valor. Okay, and is that everybody? Japurg, did I get you? You don't need boots. Okay. Ooh, this is gonna suck. Okay, smack you. And... smack you. S3. Man, I didn't have enough effect on this. Oh no, I did have enough effect on some of my Purg. Okay, sleepy. Burn won't matter. Until we get souls, we just got to do this. Why did I remove all of their boots? Because it is a lot easier than me re-gearing my entire account to center around lower gear. If I take off their boots, the good gear you get in this game when you start out, my gear level without boots, anybody should be able to build comparable with the free gear you get from this game. That's at least the theory. Okay, so where is my G-Perg? 2 turns. That sucks. Okay, I'll burn you, pop, and then I will burn you. And that will give me 2 on you. We'll just S1 here. Just S1 here. I'll burn here, and that'll give me 2 more. Oh no, it only gave me 1 because I don't have enough effectiveness on her. That is awesome. Pop. And I can burn here to lower the constellation a little bit. Oops, I accidentally killed. You know what? If I kill this guy, we'll be good. Pushing you back up. And now you can hurt you enough where G-Perk should kill you. Pow. Oh, come on. Ow. There's no reason to burn here. Pop. And pop. Okay, on to bar number 2. The Eternus proc's pushing you up, so now you can swipe right and cleanse all the buffs. How much do the constellations take equipped gear into account? Heavily. The constellations care if you are 6-star, level 60, max awakened. They don't care about Mola. They don't care about base star starting stats. Just 6-star, max level, max awaken. You want a plus 30 artifact. It doesn't care what artifact it is. It could be a plus 30 2-star artifact. As long as it's plus 30, that's all the game cares about. And after that, it's just gear score. Sets don't matter. Sats don't matter. None of that. Just literally sort your gear by equipment score and put your best equipment score pieces that aren't on other units onto your scrapper units, and you will max out your constellation giga fast. S1 here. S1 here. I think we might be okay now. I think we've got this under control. We've got enough souls built up. We just need to not die. Okay, we'll burn you. If I burn up here, that should give me 2. That gives me stacks. I can burn. That should give me 2 and give me stacks again. Lovely. Watcher can burn. That'll give me 20 and do damage here. And then Ross can burn up here. That'll give me the last 20, giving me more stacks. And then I rip this and kill them. That was a clean round, guys. They lowered the gear requirements as well to get the high scores. So it's a lot easier. It doesn't take like insane gear score anymore. Pop. Hey, I got a target. I'm going to S2 and put a barrier on my Shuri because I don't want him to die. Smack. S1 here. S1 here. We're going to get slapped again. Oh, God. Is this the turn where she does the debuffs? I can't remember. Hopefully we survive it. Don't kill me. Ow. Okay, I'm really glad I saved it. Eternus pushes up and we swipe right. And pop. She's got the white A activated, so this will be the round that she summons her friends. I'm going to burn this just to lower that down to 10%, make it a little easier to overcome. There we go. Okay, good shape, good shape, good shape. G-Perg, your S3 ready? Good boy. Soul burn. And that should be all that I need, right? That kills? No, that doesn't quite kill. Gets us close, though. Ross, is your S2 up? Ross's S2 is up. I'm just going to S1 here. And I'm going to burn this into Rahale, because the Soul Burn will get rid of this Constellation, put another Sweet Dream stack on, and then I can S3 kill them all, and that definitely wipes the bar. Anybody struggling to kill Thean? Holy shit! There's only 2 bars in Nightmare. Well, that was easy. I thought we had a whole third-ass bar to do. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay. And we did that with just 4 stars. Now this one, man, if ever there was a one to have 5 stars on, there's really no way to get 5 stars on Sagittarius. All we can unlock is one other unit. 58. I think you need all 4 of them to get to 58, guys. Okay. So I think this is still the team. We're not breaking the speed set, though. We need to force a speed set. Okay, 170. I can live with 170. Oh, and the artifact's silly. She doesn't need an artifact. Everybody gets Song of Stars. I don't have a plus 15 one, so I have to use a plus 18 one. We'll unequip this, but we are going to force the speed set. So we are going to change this to a speed set piece that has got effectiveness on it, because this is the one debuff I need to stick. We can live with 197. Good effectiveness. Jesus Christ. Manage, recommended, no effect resistance. Search, and no pen. Search. And then we take the boots off, and we replace these with, why do I have so much crit chance? Jesus Christ. With crit damage, Destro piece that's got a lot of crit chance on it. Not that much, not that much. What the deuce is going on? Okay, I guess I don't need crit chance at all. Jesus. Where's all my... Where's all this crit chance? Oh, wait, you know what? There's a ton on the boots. We're going to lose a bunch from the boots, so it's okay. An 85 crit chance neck, all right? Let's go with an 85 Destro neck, and we'll throw the boots away. God, this is too slow. This is too fucking slow. She can't be that slow. You know what? Let's do a speed set. Hey, why are you giving her defense? Need more crit chance. Okay. I ain't thrilled about it, but I can live with this. So let's see. We need to find her a speed neck. That has got Destro. This one. And then we can take her boots off. Ugh, 154. This sucks, guys. This sucks. We gotta give her some damage, though. So how about Symbol? Okay, so Lorena's good. She's good. She's good. Did we get Fat Cat? Who puts Fat Cat on riposte set? A bunch of weirdos out there. Oh, it's gonna be like that, huh? Okay, well, let's, I'm out of speed sets, guys. Let's, find some armor that's got some speed on it, maybe. 144 is not terrible. Can live with that, I guess. It's not too slow. 137. Ugh. This is terrible. We're just going to run this. Okay. Wish me luck. Okay. Let's S3 the boss, get target on there so we don't have to worry about being blind. Let's S1 number 2 and stick it. S1 up here, pop. Oh wow, she hits hard. Oh, this will be cake. I don't know what you guys were panicked about. It's gonna be easy. Evasion buff for you and evasion buff for you. And we can S1 here. Hit you. And S1 provoke. Lovely. And then we can S1 provoke up here. And maintain the target. Okay, we're all blind and we don't care because blind is minus 50% chance to hit and target is plus 50% chance to hit. So we can hit them. And we're going to. Normally I save the S3. I'm going to save the S3. We're just going to S1. Pow. Okay, you give me the evasion. You give me the evasion. Going to S3 just to get rid of the blinds. Not that I care that much, but I want to make sure this sticks. Maintain the target. We'll S3 for more souls. And we S1 the top one for control. And I think Pillis is going to cut. I'm going to bank that Pillis cuts. I chose poorly. And we lost a glow lamp, or an essence because of it. Damn, that sucks. I think I just bricked the whole run, guys. We were about to take another 2 hits to the essence. We lost that one. It's okay. We play it safe this time. Get it done. Provoke. Let's S3 because it hits really heckin' hard into that target. With boots you cut, you know what? You're right. And when you're right, you're right. And I think you were right. Okay, that's nice. The double hit drops the constellation down. Let's see here. We'll pop you, and then we will... Oh, shit! I misclicked. I think I might have bricked my own run by misclicking. Yep. Very good, Tristen. Very good. Let's see if we can do it with one of our essences bled away. Pop. We'll hit you. And then we'll control you. And S3 the boss. Everybody understands what I'm doing in this fight. You understand the mechanics of this fight, or does anybody need this one explained? Because it's got rules. Okay, we provoke you. We hit you. We shoot you to maintain target. S1 here and provoke. There's the blind, and we don't care about the blind because we got the evasion. We hit you. We hit you. Turn the colors, and she's so low. This round should do it. This round should do it. As long as the boss hits and triggers the evasion, this round should give us the defense break buff. And we got the souls to soul burn our Lorena. Pop. It's fine. Hit, and there it is. Defense break. Okay. We are Gucci. Burn, baby, burn. Look at that Lorena go. Even with that crappy ass no boot stat line. Pow. Okay. We provoke you. We shoot you to reverse the colors. And we hope we provoke here and don't miss. Good, good, good. And now we can smack you, because who cares about blind when you have got target, baby? The buffs to target made this so doable. Provoke you. You'll take a turn, so I got the brick wall. It's not like I can do any damage. Then I'll get rid of the wall. This will get rid of the blinds, guarantee the provoke. We'll re-up the target. The constellation's really low. We should proc the defense break again, even though I think we could probably just soul burn and end it here, but let's play it safe. S3 for souls. And Fat Cat hits remarkably hard if he crits. Check him out. Next 10k damage. Wasn't bad. Not bad for a fluffy cat. Oh shit, it was a blind phase. Annoying. Pop you. Doesn't matter if they're the same color on their turns. It matters if they're the same color on Ethel's turn. You know what? Screw it. Screw it. Oh shit. I am a misclicking god this run. Holy crap. Okay. Now we got a problem. We need them to be different colors when Rahel takes a turn. Or Ethel takes a turn. So I'll leave them different colors and control this bottom one. Or just not control it, because sure, why not? You can control it. Oh, shit, I made them the same colors. So everybody know what not to do? Because if you just go back and watch the VOD, you can see how to totally fuck this thing up by misclicking. Oh my god. Oh. New set good on... Yeah, new set will boost Pillis's chance on this. It'll be very good on her. No, no. Yes? Yes. Yes. It'll take her from a 75 to a 90% chance. It'll make this a lot more stable for her. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm just going to rush through this one now that I know what to do. S3 into you. And control you. Wow, that was professional PvE player here, guys. Trust. My baby. Okay. Provoke you. Smack you. Boop. Control you. Target. Do we know if the new will work on artifacts? We don't know for sure, but chances are it will, because Pursuit set works on artifacts. So why would they make one set that impacts artifacts and another set that doesn't? So the assumption is it will, simply because it does work on Pursuit set, but it's not been confirmed. Shut up, Beardy. 30%. This, I think this should be a good round for proccing the defense break. So we're going to save it. Hit, and there's the defense break. It's good. We saved the S3. Provoke for you. And a soul burn for you. Pop. It's okay, you still keep the defense break, and pow. Let's keep the target up, and let's provoke you. Or just get 25%ed, because of course, why the hell not? Fat Cat should cut. Oh my god, is Fat Cat not gonna cut? Fat Cat, please, tell me you got the speed to cut. Woo! Sucks Pillis loses her evasion, but it is what it is. Let's get the guaranteed provoke here. It's the one chunk of RNG that this stupid level has. We're way too high up. We're about to get blinded. We're way too high up for her to give the defense break. So let's just S3. Okay, looks like S3 is about 7% down. Oh no, we got the defense break. Fat Cat's passive must have procced on that one. Oh well. That kind of sucks. Pop, pop. Target and souls. And schmack. Control here. Opposite color here. Control up top. And another big smack for you. And smack here. S3 up top. Don't think we need it, but let's provoke here just to be safe. And let's burn, and that should kill her, right? No, not quite, but it'll be really freaking close to dead. Pow. Pow. Oh my god. Does Wanda get the money shot? Does Wanda get the money shot? Good job, Wanda. Okay, so we can do it, guys. We can do Nightmare with no shoes, free to play with just the currency you get, as if you started the game this week. As long as you got the units, of course. The units and the gear. Yeah, I mean, there's conditions, right? It's not meant to be beat the first week of play, but that's pretty fucking free to play. All right, I'll do this all in one video instead of breaking it up, because since most of it is full auto, it won't be. I had to break the other ones up because I put them all together and it was an hour and 30-minute long video. I think I can do this one in about a 45-minute video, which will go over better. And of course, if you can get the constellations filled out, just use the Perdition team and press auto. It's pretty easy to do. And I think the team that I just showed you should work. Lua is so good for that AoE provoke, though. Nightmare. Is there a way to do full auto on Nightmare without Lua? I think so. We just need an AoE provoke. And you're allowed one non-dark unit, so that ought to be easy enough. Cecilia, Senya, Bellion. Lots of options. I'll still take Pillis for the cleanse. You know what? Fat Cat for the evasion. Probably still better. Let's see what happens. Well, some of these guys aren't wearing boots.
Well, guys, war never changes. So I want to thank you all for watching this.
He's not cycling very fast, guys. We're going to die to the glow lamps pretty quickly, I think. We might want to just abandon a provoker altogether and go with 2 nukers. Let's see. Pop, and yeah, Lorena's dead. Let's what if we go with well, first of all, what if we go with putting gear back on, because you're going to make me handicap myself. I'm not doing it multiple ways. Oh, what a mess we've made of the account. Go with you. We need you. Let's go with... I think you're the right Rylet, right? Oh yeah, you're the right Rylet. We need you, and I think you're my fastest AoE provoker. Let's see if this works. Almost. Okay, we take our hit here. And we're going to take one hit crossing face. We need to kill before... Oh, wait, we got one more round of provokes. Hit. Miss. Hit. That's fine. Fine and fine. Pop. And Rylet drops it down. Here. That's fine. We've got target. Yes, you don't need Lua. You just need 2 DPS nukers. A well-built Rylet and a well-built Commando Lorena. She never proc defense break, and Rylet's passive never went off and into her, and we still won. So yeah. Yeah, it can be done without her. I ain't saying it's easy, but if you really want to full auto this on Nightmare and you don't want to use Lua, yeah, any provoke unit in the front, and then you run a nuclear Rylet and a nuclear Lorena, and you get a Song of Stars Wanda on there, and just absolutely destroy shit. Is it possible to do Perdition with no constellations? It is possible to do Perdition day 1, but it takes really good gear, and you have to do them in the right order, and then you max out one of these, and then once you're done beating this one, you hit this button and you spend 100 Sky Stones to reset it, and then you go and max out this one. Then you can do both. Then you can do all of them on Perdition day 1, but it's only possible if you first do red, green, and blue, using all of your points to pimp out Gemini. Then you spend the 100 Sky Stones to reset it, and then put everything, and then you finish Sagittarius. Then you can do Constellations day 1. And if you want a video on how to do that god-awful process, I've got it. Right here. It's literally called come on, computer. It's literally called Trial of Constellations Walkthrough for all Perdition levels day 1. It's not free to play friendly at all. That's not how Smilegate wanted us to beat this event. They wanted us to engage with their shitty little roguelike system and get it done. They didn't want us to do it this way, but you can. You can do it. It's an older video, but it will show you how to do it. My recommendation to you is just do everything on Nightmare, right? Do everything on Nightmare, and then max out Gemini and Sagittarius as much as you can. And then next rotation happens, Do everything on Nightmare again, and you will get enough that you will be able to max out Gemini and Sagittarius and get several points into Libra, Virgo, and Aries, and then you'll be able to do Perdition with my guides. So you don't have to do it. And remember, the only difference between Nightmare and Perdition is this right here. You get 100 extra currency the first time you beat it on Perdition, and you get a 250 burst of currency when you beat all 5 of them on Perdition. That's it. That's the only difference, is 750 extra coins. Enough to buy 1 piece of gear. That's it. That's the reward from doing Perdition, and you can only do it once every season. Not every rotation, every season, every 6 months or so. So other than that, there is zero difference between Nightmare and Perdition other than making life hard on yourself. But thanks for bearing with me. I know that wasn't the most engaging content, but that helped me suss that out so that I'll be able to put up a guide for people that are panicked about getting this shit done. And now I'm hungry. I want some dinner. You guys want to see or do any... Ooh, a piece of candy. You guys want to see or do anything else before I wrap things up? I got to really quickly put together a video for Ivana and get that done. Make sure you've entered my Raid Shadow Legends giveaway so you can win yourself a sick-ass mouse pad. Freaking Twitch. There we go. Computer, you're killing me. Free for me? Yeah, you can win this mouse pad right. Oh, well, that's really nice. Good job, Imiger. I gotta fix that. You can win this mouse pad right here. There's little instructions on how to do it. It's by trying Raid. Go into my Discord channel, post the screenshot. Yeah. It's a nice mouse pad, guys. It's a big mouse pad. It is a big one. You do it for that shower towel? What shower towel? Shower towel around here? All right, guys, I'm gonna find somebody to raid into. If there's any units you want to see or any questions you have last minute, let me know. Otherwise, Biako and Luca are streaming at the same time. Decisions are hard. Dude, look at this. Not only are they streaming at the same time, look at the uptime. They've both been live. They went live within seconds of each other. Trippy. You should be, Joe. You should be. Okay. I can't find a coin to flip. Heads, it's Biako. Tails, it's Luca. Oh, Biako wins. We're going to go say hi to Biako. Can you do without specially changed Wanda? You can, but you have to pack extra souls and make sure you soul burn your Pillis for the cleanses, or you have to use Fallen Cecilia to throw the debuffs back at the, or to cleanse the blinds. You just have to have a way to cleanse the blinds on a provoke unit. So Fallen Cecilia in place of Pillis, that way you can S1 provoke and you can S3 to cleanse the blinds, because without the target debuff, you don't have any way to deal with the blinds, and a lot of times you don't want to hit the ads because you'll change their colors, and but you can't hit the boss because of evasion, And that's where filling out that constellation comes into play. It gets a lot easier if you fill that constellation all the way out because you can ditch into the ads anytime you want. They never change colors. Raid Luca, she's doing Guild Wars. Okay, but you have to explain to Baka why we picked Luca over him. I don't think anybody has to explain that to Baka. Luca's a sweetheart. Everybody go say hi to It's a Luca. And I will catch you guys maybe tonight for Ivana, definitely tomorrow. Have a good one, everybody. Remember, you have got just over 5 hours until Ivana goes live. Everything I said still holds true. I'll put up a quick video about it. I will catch you guys later. Take care, everybody.
Bellion died for the cause.